The economic downturn is showing a turnaround, and while unemployment numbers have begun to drop, many are still looking for work, and many of those are 55 and older. For that group, just finding the next job or changing careers can be a daunting task. But there is an agency that is there to help, Exprience Works. Nancy Hoffman is the Employment and Training Coordinator for Exprience Works in southeastern Minnesota. The program works with older workers, helping them to redefine their skill sets and provide retraining of skills with the goal of finding employment. The program has been around since 1965 when it was established by then President Lyndon Johnson. Known then as the Green Thumb Program, it was part of a plan to battle poverty in America.
It was Lady Bird Johnson who suggested that we utilize Green Thumb to put the farmers back to work, impoverished farmers back to work, improving the roadways. So over time, we've evolved and changed, and in around about 2002, we changed our name to Exprience Works to better reflect who we are and who we serve. But the premise is still the same. We're helping folks get back to work. We put people who are 55 and older, unemployed, and meet our income guidelines back to work. And we do this by partnering with nonprofits in our communities as well as government agencies.
Funding for the program is through the Senior Community Service Employment Program administered through the U.S. Department of Labor.
We're the largest grantee of the Department of Labor. And we utilize that grant money to help these folks in our communities and 30 states and Puerto Rico. There are national grants as well as state grants. And in Winona, here in Winona County, we have both grants, federal and state. And with that money, we're able to help a number of folks and have helped a number of folks get back to work. That's our main goal.
Hoffman said the main stipulation of the program is that all participants must be at least 55 years old to qualify for help.
I can't work with anyone younger. That's the rules of the grant. And they have to be completely unemployed. You can't be employed part-time and be enrolled in the program at the same time. And with that, lots of folks come my way. Barriers could be disabilities. They may have been laid off from a job that they had for many years, but you know, after you're 55, it's a little bit tougher getting back into the job market. Also, you're competing with a lot of younger folks, especially here in Winona. We've got Winona State and a lot of good graduates entering the job market. So there's a lot of competition out there.
That was the situation confronted by Joe Bowers. Bowers was unemployed and having trouble finding work until he found Exprience Works. He is now a job coach at the Winona County Developmental Achievement Center.
I had worked at a hospital in Colorado Springs, and it was really hard. I mean, I had interviewed, and the problem was a lot of the skill set. You know, if you don't keep up to date on all the software upgrades and everything, you kind of get left behind, and that's the situation I ended up in. I was in Wisconsin for a little bit and had been applying, and I'd get interviews, but I just, nothing, you know, as soon as they find out, oh, you didn't have version 10, or, you know, you kind of get pushed to the side.
Bowers had experience working with individuals with special needs through the Special Olympics, and with some additional training, he was off on a new career. Rhonda Blass, who is also a job coach at the DAC, has a similar story.
Before I came here, I used to live in Chicago. When I lived in Chicago, I worked for the public school system, and I worked for special ed children that were just young, but they had the same similar problems. These are just adults, and coming here working with them is a big difference, but it's a heck of a learning experience for me, you know, to work with them and see this, and for them to be adults like this and stay happy like that. And I've been working with Exprience Works almost 2 years now, and when I first started, they brought me here to the DAC, and it's a beautiful place. I learned so much from them, you know. When you sit here, you look at them, they're such happy people, and they're doing so much, and they teach me a lot. But the people that work here, they're fantastic. I have learned so much from them on how to behave and what to do and how to deal with them. And to do this work that we do, it's really fantastic to really help them make their money. It helps me, it keeps me happy.
If you are 55 or older and unemployed looking for work, you can contact Exprience Works by calling 452-9018. Their office is located in the Winona County History Center at 160 Johnson Street here in Winona. And you can learn more about the program online at experienceworks.org.